Hello, good afternoon. Guidance. Guidance sees satanic symbolism in absolutely everything. Guidance sees satanic symbolism in abstract patterns. Some people might see cats or angels.
And some people looking at your shadow might see, God knows what.
Or animals. Or God. Or just pretty abstract patterns. Guidance sees satanic symbolism, which is interesting from a psychological perspective as to where his mind is at.
Are you going to diagnose me and you can't even diagnose yourself?
Why would Satan be interested in you, Guidance?
I didn't say that they were. I don't know where you're getting that from. Unless it's because the cults have been exposed.
Oh. He's signalling.
What are you signalling? What's that meant to mean? You're letting me know now. Because that's similar to what that guy done in the Sydney Cook gang. The shadow on the shirt.
I've sometimes wondered about Guidance, what he's about.
How long you been wondering for?
He tried to suck me into the Hampstead thing.
Nah. When I looked on your channel, you'd made a video about Hampstead, and I hadn't mentioned it to you or anything like that. That was your own thoughts, your own video. I've only responded recently about the Hampstead thing because you bring it up again.
What a cesspit that was. Of course, I try to deal with events that have happened in my real life. You know, I was at Brian Harvey's MI5 set up in Parliament Square.
Oh, and that's not a cesspit then. What's going on there? And then all them people's involved with the Andrew Ashworth thing, hacking, Millie Dowler, the Sydney Cook gang, there's children in hidden rooms, and yeah, sounds all a bit dodgy, doesn't it?
It's kind of enough for me to be dealing with, really. These things affect my life without me being distracted by some...
So you don't think it affected my life, but you don't mind trying to put me down for being concerned about 2 children. You don't mind that, do you? And you don't even know what happened in my life. You don't know me.
cesspit like Hampstead. Guidance likes conspiracy theories.
I like quite a few things, mate. As you can see by the channel, I've added different playlists. Quite a few different playlists. And as for recording everything, if you see on the channel, most of the videos aren't live recordings or video recordings. In fact, I've probably made about 5 video recordings and 1 audio. Or I might have done a few just audio and I've added. But basically, the majority of the videos on the channel, they're not actual camcorder video footage.
And Satanism, paedophilia, talks about it all a lot.
I had quite a lot of videos on the subject, and I have spoken about the matter before. I don't need to get no authority from you, and you don't know things. So you got no authority on anything, okay? And I've spoken to quite a few people about many different situations. So I don't need your authority on the thing.
Seems to have some sort of obsession for it. And when the
I'm not obsessed, mate. I'm not obsessed. I took a break. You even made a point about that, trying to say that I was scared off because of your protest at Tavistock. Your protest had nothing to do with me. It was your own personal thing. You didn't make videos inviting me down or wondering why I hadn't come down. You didn't make videos like that until recently. And then you was wondering why I hadn't come down. So maybe you was expecting me to come down. Maybe that's why the whole thing was there in the first place. And then it ended up on the news. All the TV cameras were there. You was there when all that was going on. So, you know.
case happens, Guidance went down to Hampstead. He went down to the school, filming people.
I didn't particularly go to film people. I was filming the area. People came into shot. I asked some questions. They didn't want to respond. I walked off.
Saying things to him. People that he apparently believes were having satanic rituals.
I didn't know the people. I don't know none of the people involved in the case, the area. I made a one-off remark from the allegations. It's been made into a song. It's been made into a big point. But I also was asking about other things as well.
Satanic paedophilic orgies where they were killing babies, drinking.
Kind of what goes on with the elite, with all the allegations and that, you know. And Jimmy Savile had links to satanic beliefs, if you believe certain things. And there is evidence out there. You seem to be dismissing everything as if it doesn't exist. You seem to be basing it on this Hampstead case. And like I said, it was all running parallel with the allegations with Westminster and the establishment, and you know, the thing that Bill Maloney was on, institutional, yeah. So it was all running alongside, whether it was an operation to, you know, like an Andrew Ashworth thing or the Carl Beach, where they've used them things to discredit everything and everyone. Whether it was that, I don't know. All I know is when it was a live situation that I was in, I couldn't turn around and say, oh, this is a lie, that's a lie, because I don't know anything. I've got all them things in my head. I was talking to the woman. 1 minute she didn't want to talk, then she come, and I just said that. And she just laughed it off. I said what I said. The little girl at the end, what's being shouted out. Then when I was walking away, there was 3 people, looked like plain clothes or security or something. Then there was a larger group of men with black hats and black coats coming down the road. You know, yeah, it's a sensitive kind of area. A lot of elite children go there. And the thing with the Hampstead children, if I remember, they'd been to the same Tavistock centre where you were, where you've been protesting. The children have been to that Tavistock centre, and I don't know how many times they went there, but they've been there as well. So as we all know, Hampstead is, it's got quite a lot of things going on there, and it's a little bit controversial at times.
Blood and eating their flesh. I've got to be honest, if that was really going on, I'd probably be quite frightened of those people.
But you're accusing Bill Maloney, John Wedger, Brian Harvey of covering up stuff and being part of operations, and you're saying that you've got this story and no one don't believe you. So you frightened from that? It's the same people, isn't it, more or less, you know?
I would not lie. I don't know if I'd be wanting to go down there on my own. I mean, I do put myself in some quite dangerous situations.
Well, it wasn't night time. It wasn't gone midnight. I didn't know what to think. It was a spare of the moment thing. And I ended up in the area. It could have gone well, could have gone bad, I don't know. A lot of things happened. The police arrived the second time. Well, the first time, like I say, there was 3 guys. That's on the video. The second time when I went, the police arrived. There was a police van there. When I was leaving the area, there was police sirens rushing to the area. There was police waiting down the roads. I had to change disguise to get out of there. Change my cap and everything. And I managed to get out the area. So there's definitely something going on there. And yeah, it is concerning because, like I say, I'm just a normal person. And you're talking about government people. And these people are talking about government people. So all the things you're going on about is pretty similar. You're just changing the names and the scenarios a little bit.
I genuinely thought that people were a gang of people, a big group of people, were sacrificing children, drinking their blood and eating their flesh.
Well, to be honest with you, I wasn't actually thinking about that, even though I did mention it. The main allegations was child sex abuse. Yeah. And that was the main thing. Okay, 2 children come with their allegations. And I thought, nah, I've had enough. I don't want to just ignore it. So all the other stuff, yeah, it was weird, and, you know, it's not a good thing to... It's like, yeah, they wanted to frighten people off. Same like what you do, you frighten people off. You know, you're wondering why I didn't come down to the tent thing. You're there saying about some guys next to you that you don't know that's like swearing and everything at night. You could switch at any moment. You're saying you could switch at any moment. I mean, how many people did come down? You said people walked past and spoke to you, probably wondering and concerned, but you didn't get a great deal of people down there, did you? Brian never come down there, but Brian hasn't gone a few places, has he? You know. Now I'm doing my thing my way, but you want to go on about this hamster case? Like, I've done something wrong, and I haven't. Yeah, I was concerned. Government, police, social services, satanic groups. I'm not gonna lie, you wouldn't be, but that's what I done, me. Yeah, I was aware of the subject through who I was around at the time. Yeah, so I'd had enough already. I was going down that way. I got off the coach. I was already aware of the allegations, and I went down there to have a look at the area.
I'd be a little bit worried about going down there to confront them on my own.
But I didn't go down there to confront, did I? I went down there to have a walk around the area. I'd walked from the coach station and I was walking around the area. I didn't confront anyone. I walked down the alleyway and a woman come out as I was filming. I then spoke to her. She said she didn't want to talk. I said, it's not a problem. It's all online. Do you know what I mean? I walked off. And then she come and confronted me and made some concerns. And I explained to her again, it's online, you know. I weren't the only one that was aware of it. And I weren't the only one that went down there. Whether they were part of groups and they were just trying to gain control of the situation is another story. But I'm sure a lot of normal people went out of concern.
Guidance, wasn't they? What a hero.
I didn't make it into a hero thing, mate. I'm not looking to be a fucking hero. You're missing the whole point, mate. 2 children have made allegations. Yeah? And that's what it was. Okay?
Of course, I was a practicing Buddhist for I say a long time often, but when I think about it, really quite a short time in the length of my life. But I practiced it diligently, and I followed the path. And I did a lot of meditation, a lot of contemplation.
Well, you're not showing it at the moment, are you? Because you're just coming out of things just willy-nilly. You're not really taking your time to think about things. You're having a go at me. You're talking about things you don't know.
No, I haven't always been a good human being.
There's good and bad in everyone, but you know your thoughts and you know if you can control it or not. And if you can't, then maybe you need to hand yourself in somewhere where you can get some help.
Done a lot of bad things in my life, hurt a lot of people. And of course a lot of people have done bad things to me and hurt me. Too wrong.
Sweet dreams are made of these, yeah. Everyone gets into situations and it changes day by day and people disagree on things, and the longer you're with someone, the more chance you've got of that. It's just life, and life stresses is a lot of why people have problems as well. The stresses of life, you know.
Don't really make a right, do they? It's very easy to justify things in your life, I suppose. But if you want any peace of mind and peace in your heart, you have to forgive people.
It depends what they've done. And sometimes it takes time.
You also have to forgive yourself, which is the most difficult thing to do. It's forgiving yourself for your wrongdoing.
So the best thing to do is do the opposite then, isn't it?
There's a lot of people claiming that they're